what does the start of the work week have in store?
You know, we're pretty much going to stay where we are right now. We're going to drop the temperatures off a little bit and maybe have some slight chances of precipitation coming through the area. In fact, overnight there could be some light sprinkles in the North County working their way into the Central County. Right now the sun has set and it's a beautiful evening out there, as Kirsten just said. Lots of folks along the coastline enjoying that sunset as it made its way into the Pacific. Temperatures right now have cooled off. We were in the low to mid 60s pretty much everywhere along the coastal strip and into the inland microclimates. We've dropped into the low 60s. In fact, from Carlsbad all the way down to Chula Vista, it is currently 60 degrees, 61 in Escondido, along with Poway and Jamul and La Mesa. And you head up into the mountains, we've dropped into the 40s. Mount Laguna at 44, 43 at Palomar Mountain, and 49 for the folks in Julian right now. It's still nice though out in the desert. Borrego Springs at 65. Looking west from Mount Woodson, currently downtown, as we told you, 60 degrees and a very light breeze. Mild is the forecast right now for the next couple days. Nothing dramatic, just kind of storms skipping on by to the north of us. If you were in the central or northern Sierra today, you would have woken up to possibly 12 to 20 inches above 8,000 feet. Surf is going to pick up a little bit. There's been some activity in the Central Pacific over the past week and a half or so, and so a ground swell is making its way in 2 to 4 feet, but a huge high tide in the morning is going to keep things really kind of slow until the tide drops and we start to see more of the sandbars and reefs exposed. As you look across the Pacific, you see this plume of moisture. That's a minor atmospheric river slamming into central California. That will continue to produce snow at about 6,500 feet. Above that, they'll see heavy snow over the next couple of days, and the trailing front coming through Southern California, that's what's going to trigger a chance of a sprinkle or two. As we put this animated map into motion, you can see those sprinkles by Tuesday morning intensifying to almost showers. We're talking maybe 1 to 2/10 of an inch of rain by Tuesday morning, lingering throughout the day. Then things start to dry out a little bit as the flow goes more to the north of us. These lows are going to plow into the Pacific Northwest. We stay on the southern fringe of that jet stream, so we really don't get into the thick of it, as it were. All of it staying mainly over the central and northern part of the state, bringing heavy snow to the Sierra Nevada, which is great because that adds to the snowpack, and then that adds to our reservoir totals. It's also bringing rain and snow into the Colorado Basin, which we all know the Colorado River is running well below average. Lake Mead and Lake Powell at about 40% of their average right now. Looking at this model right here, you can see the sprinkles coming in overnight, and then it kind of backs off, and then we get another little shot of it coming through again on Tuesday morning. Those intensify a little bit, and in fact we could see some snow down to about 5,500 feet. So we'll wait and see what happens there. All right, so overnight into Monday morning, a sprinkle or two. We're not talking about really anything measurable, but by the time we get to Tuesday morning, we're talking about maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain. Coast, inland, and into the mountains. Notice though that the temperatures stay very chilly, and look at those temperatures overnight in the mountains. We're talking down into the upper 20s on Wednesday and Thursday, so get ready for some cool to cold air coming into Southern California. Kirsten?
Right in time to get everybody ready for the holiday season. Thank you for that, Sean.